I'm up in the middle of the night because that's the only time I could find the peace and quiet I need to do my thing. Because I didn't want to hear no Boss Baby or Marsha the Bear in the background. I didn't want to hear no disco in the background. But let me go ahead and put these disclaimers up. Now my disclaimers are all effed up. I'm not paying StreamYard just so I can have these disclaimers this month. So let's start with, if you're a hot mess, love messiness, as in cyber harassment, this video is not for you. And y'all see the streaks in there. That mean I gotta get a new printer, y'all. The printer head is going bad now. I wasn't ready for that at all. Also, if you're allergic to gaining knowledge, critical thinking, growing foods and meds, surviving when shit hit the fan, I do talk about tiny living, and every now and then I let out a few cuss words. And I try to keep it real as I possibly can. If you got a problem with that, this video ain't gonna be for you. Last but not least, I'm legal, bona fide, certified card carrying member of the Illinois Cannabis Medical Qualifying Patient. Okay. Alright. If anybody paid attention to the title, I put up there, I know you lying, which I really want to say, I know you fucking lying. I cannot believe it's grown people on here dragging kids. And the person that I'm talking about, they know who you are, know who they are, and they probably will never see my video. Because, oh, they're so big, they're such a popular YouTuber, but you on here ratchet as fuck. I mean ratchet. And justifying your behavior because a different content creator brought up your kids. But that's not the way you handle it. Because some other content creator is talking about your kids, you don't resort to the same behavior. That ain't solving the problem. And see, that's what critical thinking is. Problem solving. Critical thinking is solving problems. How do you solve your problem on here? Dragging somebody's kid. That same kid that you on here mocking them, talking about, that same kid, you don't know what level of intelligence they got. It might be autism or something else going on, and they could be a genius savant, okay? And perfectly capable of understanding every single word you're saying. And come across your video where you're dragging them for filth. An innocent person who don't have nothing to do with this BS on these YouTube streets. I had my 2 cents to say, and I wanted to say it. I wanted to say it while it's on my mind, because I ain't got the time to spend on it, video after video after video, talking about it. So I'm going to do my talking in this video, and I'm going to do it at the beginning of this video. And if anybody shows up or don't show up, at least I got this off my mind. I don't know where that glare is coming from. Okay, I'm trying to get in front of that glare. Anyway, how is you on here? I see, this is what I really think is the problem with this generation. It ain't no big mamas on here. It ain't no big mamas that's giving you advice. The big mamas on here is ratchet as fuck. Ain't got no home training them damn selves. They not respected members of the community. And they not on here sharing wisdom. Gathering you together and giving you sound advice. Sound advice. I advise any adult not to be on here dragging kids. The kid thing is so serious. And shout out to Shish Trish. I just happened to stumble on your video the night before. And had I not watched your video, I wouldn't know what was going on with the video that just happened to randomly show up today on my timeline. Because I left the beef sector pretty much. And it's only certain people I tune in, so I know I must still be connected to various people of the so-called quote-unquote beef sector. And so I just think it's an inevitability. So I came across these fools, and I'm calling them fools. I know the Bible says you ain't supposed to call nobody a fool, but it's foolish to get on here dragging kids. Like it was another content creator amongst us people in the beef sector who thought they was unstoppable because they was getting away with their cyber madness and crimes. They thought they were invincible, all powerful. The only thing about cyber crime is that the wheels of justice do turn slow because they really are not equipped, and ain't no such thing as internet popos. But if they were, some of you fools, a whole lot of you fools, would be arrested for the behavior that you're engaging in. A content creator on here bragging about how well their child reads. Well, I suggest you have your child read the damn guidelines for YouTube, which does not allow harassment. When you're on here dragging somebody's kids, that's harassment. That's harassment. Innocent people that didn't have nothing to do with your bullshit, and instead of you being woman enough or man enough to face to face, go toe to toe with the person, you bringing up their kids. The kids don't want no part of it. I know my family don't. I can't even listen to y'all damn videos. You know, it's bad enough to watch it. But when I listen to it, my family be like, what the heck are you listening to? They can't even believe it because it's bitch this, bitch that, bitch, bitch, bitch. Every other sentence is bitch. So your kid can read above level and read circles around another kid, but they listening to you every other sentence, bitch. Bitch, 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 bitch. You on here yelling at the screen? You ain't no better than the other content creator yelling at the screen while your child learns all the various ways you can use the word bitch in a sentence. It's damn ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I'm hoping somebody do join me in this chat tonight. I know it's pretty damn late. But if you don't join me live, please leave a comment. I would like for you to share your thoughts, because that's, you know, y'all talk about algorithms. That's what's killing my channel the most. Not views, but the lack of activity. The lack of comments. And it's usually because I don't ask nobody or request nobody to respond. But I want a response to this one. I know you fucking lying. See, the IRS and the bus company finna find out just how real laws are. Laws are put in place to deter certain behavior. And yes, on the internet, especially in particular YouTube, the wheels of justice drag on and seem to turn forever like there is no end. And that's because the cyber crimes and harassment is so rampant. It's impossible for them to catch up and get to all of them. It would just be humanly impossible. But guess what? Some of y'all gonna get caught up and ensnared, and the joke is gonna be on you. You on here giving somebody else plenty of evidence that you rickety whack as fuck, have no home training. You bragging about how nice and beautiful your house is and how bugs ain't running across your wall. What? You can have an immaculate house, but have a black heart. Your heart black is cold. Cause you gotta be one heartless bitch to be on here dragging kids. What's wrong with you? And I'm doing this rant because I can't go to my family and say, you know, there was a chick on here dragging kids. That just got me so upset. They'd be like, just turn it off. Which I did, because I got tired of hearing it. I could not take it. I just could not believe what I was seeing with my eyes. Hey, Mixology Plus. Hey, it's not impossible. It's a numbers game. Money talk, BS walks, and let's be honest, negative content gets more views. You right. Babe. You are so right, Miss, what is that? Mixology Plus, you are so right. Negative content get way more views. You know what? It ain't gonna be nobody lined up and signed up to watch my solar project unfold. I woke up this morning to real life crises and situations. I'm not on here dragging nobody kid because I don't understand people who have that kind of time. I don't have no job. But my toddler, meeting her little needs, who is very demanding, but God bless her, she is definitely a rider and very helpful. I can't say that about her. But dealing with a toddler, dealing with relatives, my son, his son, my brother. I don't have time, and just me, my life. I'm running out like a chicken with the neck cut off, trying to get up to the doctor to take a P test just so I can get my medication. You watch my gardening and cooking videos, I have fell back a lot because if you feed the beast, it will grow. You're right, but I did have to speak on this. I just felt like my soul couldn't rest unless I speak out. The facts are facts. It is not YouTube policy to drag kids. And they're so adamant about that because they don't want to get sued no more. They don't want to have copper coming down on their back and having to give up big bucks to shut them up. So therefore, that's why they want you to definitely identify what kind of content you creating. They want you to say you making videos for kids or not. They want you to clearly state that. So I'm clearly stating that this ain't for the kiddies. You got a kid sitting in your lap. This ain't the video for them. Scoot. But the copper laws, they mean business. And YouTube ain't trying to get sued again. Okay? So you sit up here and build your content on here and think you all of that. Dragging kids with reckless abandon. You think that's okay. Y'all laugh and kiki and hoo. She's Trish because she made a petition that y'all think is stupid, but that is how laws get passed. You better trust, know, and believe it. One person word carries a lot of weight. That's the way it's done in the Nielsen ratings. One person who's take the time to rate a particular show. Y'all wonder why some of the good shows go off the air? Because most of y'all motherfuckers will not fill out marketing questionnaires. Y'all ain't got time for that. Unless you gonna get paid, you ain't gonna waste your time. If it ain't no bag, it don't make no sense. Well, guess what? A handful of people who actually take the time to say something, is the one that end up having the power, and it makes sense because the rest of y'all too lazy to exercise your power. So you best believe you can laugh at shit Trish and her no dragon kids. Believe me, she ain't the only one. There's a lot of people feel very strongly about that, and it's gonna require us people who feel strongly about that speaking up and saying something about it. Okay? Taking action and doing something about it. So my taking action is, you best believe I am definitely observing your behavior online. Am taking action. Trust and believe it. Take that any way you want it. I'm not going to waste the police time who could be somewhere rescuing some kid who really in a life or death situation, while you on here calling CPS about a kid because you think your feelings, you think somebody is unfit. Believe me, they have strict guidelines about what is deemed unfit, fit, and unfit. Okay? And being that the child is still in the home after how many calls got called in on this content creator, that leads me to strongly suspect they ain't find something what would be considered enough to be unfit to remove kids from a home where it's a loving parent, even if the parent is on crack. Tupac loved his mother and his mother loved him. And she was a whole crackhead. Fuck what you heard. Right, these agencies got real shit to deal with. Real kids that's in real life, human trafficking, fucking in real homes that's fucking them over. And you sit up here, you think these kids just gonna be taken from this content creator who talking all this shit online, and cause y'all mad at some words, fucking words, she say, you think they gonna remove her kids, and then you think you think that the agency is so wonderful and well equipped to handle that responsibility, take them from their mother and place them in a better situation. No, chances are it's very likely and very often happens to do, they get placed in a place that's worse, where somebody don't love them, that they just collecting a goddamn check and they using the fuck out of them. They probably fucking them too. But y'all can't wait to take them out of a home where the parent loves them. No matter how dysfunction you talk about somebody, or that they talk or act or behave in front of camera, a bunch of you motherfuckers will be going right behind they ass. That person that which you accuse, y'all motherfuckers asses would be right behind them. They could see behind the goddamn screen the motherfuckers that's watching this madness. A negligent parent is oftentimes better for a child than a foster parent. Right, because you know what the negligent kids learn? Because I was one of them. Fuck what you heard. I was one of them negligent, neglected kids. That's what we went to foster care for. Neglect. But my mother was bipolar with 7 kids and overwhelmed. And I don't hold that against her because she didn't give herself bipolar. She didn't do no drugs. She didn't drink. But she had an illness she didn't ask for and couldn't care for us properly. And I'll be damned. Once I got placed in a foster home and got out of that madness, because it was madness. We was being neglected, and the projects is the worst place to be 7 kids deep. Dirty and hungry and not going to school. Because you just one of many. You ain't special at all. Just by the grace of God, therefore go I. I was one of them neglected kids. And heaven help me if they had caught some of that shit on camera that had occurred while I was being neglected. But I don't hate my mama. I have zero hate for her. And what would that serve me? What would that serve me? I want to live a long life. According to the Bible, you honor your parents, no matter how fucked up they are. Where's the perfect motherfuckers at? That's what I want to know. Hey, sis Trish. Thank you, my queen, for giving me support. I had to get this off my chest. I seen your video. I can't even get into the loop, and some of y'all dislike people that I actually like, so I can't even go there. But honey, when it comes to No Dragon Kids, trust and believe me, you got an ally. And us motherfuckers that take action, we hush and move, bitch. Hush and move, okay? We don't just do lip service. Hush and move. I wasn't running my mouth to everybody after I did my 2 cents of fussing on the first day that I was discriminated against. I kept my motherfucking mouth closed and made the right motherfucking moves, okay? And they caught them a whole cute ass motherfucking case, okay? Because the law is on my side. Why? How I know that? Because I read the goddamn law. I actually went to the law and read what the fuck the law say. So you motherfuckers that's on here entertained by the dragation of kids, just know that shit is offensive and it's illegal. How you entertain and you supporting that bullshit, it blows me away. It's mind-blowing. And now when I watch this shit occur before my eyes, I believe how Hitler get in power, how the maniacs get in power. Because you sleep motherfuckers sitting on here paying motherfuckers, supporting it with cash. That ain't hate. Well, no, I'm going to say it's hate. I'm going to say it ain't hate or jealousy, because what's for me is for me. I believe I am so very blessed and highly favored, because my life could be so way worse and so much more fucked up than it was, considering the circumstances from which I came. Bitch, you ain't no better than no goddamn body. Okay? I'm here to get y'all to motherfucking together. Okay? There'll never be no shame with my kids. Watch this video and see what I got to say about it, because I think it's despicable. You know how many babies kill themselves? Themselves! On a motherfucking daily! And I know the real motherfuckers that's on the cybernet trying to catch these motherfuckers and get them locked up, that bully and harass kids to the point where the kids take their own lives. And if you think a 3-year don't understand what the fuck you're talking about and saying, ask my 3-year-old. Ask my 3-year-old. She knew and understand just what the fuck I say to her each and every moment. Okay? And in her own little words, you listen to that little play. You hear your little tape recorded words of what you've been saying around how it comes right back out like a recording. And if you won't hear bitch this, bitch that, it comes out like a little goddamn recording. Okay? What kind of fucking example are you setting for them? Miss, I got a perfect, immaculately clean house, same goddamn apartment. What the fuck do you own? How many babies did you kill in order for you to have that perfect one child? And with that one child, you got that much time to make a career out of YouTube. When I blew up, I didn't have time for YouTube. I ain't even watched nothing she did. I just hear her name in the streets and I pass. I motherfucking pass. Right now, I'm on a solo journey. I'm trying to bring my people north into freedom with the solar train. Free my people for generations. But you ain't gonna see no niggas line up to sign up. I got niggas that send me lingerie. Can't wait to send me more. I pass on Loop Loop. I like Dee Love, and I ain't finna bite my tongue on that. I don't know what her issues are with other folks, but just let the record be clear or set. I'm a grown ass woman. I like who I like. I like Dee Love. Dee Loop Loop. Mm-mm. I pass. I pass. I love me some April Walker, but I ain't in that dispute with him and her and that dude Kiki. I ain't got no time for Kiki. He ain't my flavor. He ain't my flavor. Half the people are in the same boat with different palettes. Baby! Woo! Woo! Would you say that again for the slow people in the back? Woo! Woo! I wish you could highlight comments. Woo! See, I ain't in Streamline. That one would be going across in a banner. Half the people on here talking shit in the same boat or worse. Or worse. That's why they don't never come on screen. They don't never show up in front of the camera and talk more shit. Me personally, I'm just a private person. I don't consider it none of your business. So I ain't gonna be on here like with a daily diary of shit. This was just so on my heart as a child who experienced neglect, is a product of the foster care system, and because we're the highest #1 population of homeless people in this country, I plan to spend the rest of my life getting the rest of the children off the motherfucking street. Because what you gonna do for all them kids you trying to call CPS on? You succeed, you get them removed, and the state is done with they ass at 18. They the highest population of homelessness in this country, and it's over and above mentally ill and drug addicts. Fuck what you heard. And ain't nothing wrong with them. Ain't nothing wrong with them except they was born into a situation they did not choose. That's it. Oh, and oh my God. I dare you bitches to serve up some truth serum to your kids. I wonder how many of them really gonna say I love you and mean it. And not just saying that because they don't want to be the wrath of your psychological damaging behavior, cursing all day long. Ain't teaching nothing. Empowering where? Doing what? Helping who? For entertainment. That's going to be your claim to fame of what you go down in history for. I pass on that too. I pass on that too. I had YouTube popularity. I still have videos in the 5 digits. I'm on my 7th channel. This ain't my first channel. Everybody have a different agenda for being on here. Mine was just to say hello. I'm an old ass lady. I live an isolated life, and I just want to let the world know I'm alive. Because I let chronic pain and fatigue create a self-prison, self-imposed prison, where I passed on activities of fun, of enjoyment, entertainment, all because I was in chronic pain, and I was just getting worse pain when I tried to engage in those activities. Till I literally became a recluse, and that's not my personality. We know you are here, beautiful lady. Oh, thank you, Trish. I'm glad you letting me know I'm here. But I couldn't hold it. And I be in the bushes on a lot of people's shit. You'd be surprised who I sit in on. I still watch Tommy Soulmate on, even though I can't stand his ass. And I got my 2, 3 cents to say about Kwame Brown, who came up on the scene. I love most of what he does, but not everything. Shit, he hated on the big girls. Leave Lizzo alone. If you don't tell them other cheerleaders that's dressed naked and Cardi B motherfucking ass and uh, Kanye K, the Kane Kingdom, that same shit, get off of Lizzo. Because it's a whole culture. Don't hate on Lizzo because she fat. Glad she in the game at all, because it's a cruel, very competitive world she have to live in with her talent. And I appreciate Lizzo, and I'm a true fan. She could twerk it anytime she want to in front of me. Go ahead and twerk some more. But I don't I don't approve of that in front of kids. No ma'am. Just that. Other than that, I love me some Kwame. Other than that, love me some Kwame Brown. I have many of his beliefs and opinions about life and the world in general. Yeah, I'm a super Lizzo fan. Love me some Lizzo. Couldn't wait to drop her video on my adult website. Not porn site. Don't get that twisted. It is a difference. And I think what I do is art. But some people think it's porn. I don't. If you ain't telling Cardi ass to sit down, Megan ass to sit down, don't tell Lizzo to sit her ass down. Because Cardi had her naked ass in front of her kids' face many a day. I just don't want you doing that in front of my kids. You side-eyeing him now. I'm side-eyeing him just a tad because I see he like the shit. You know, he messy. He messy. You know, I side-eyed him when he went over there to Tasha K. I was like, what? Brother, you need to bring attention to her messy ass. And she getting a taste of her messy shit, too. She got her Negro wake-up call when the judge threw her bullshit out. Okay, now she ain't got a leg to stay on. She can't sue Cardi for a motherfucking dime, and she better hope Cardi lose. She ain't gonna lose, though. Cardi got the money to keep them attorneys going. YouTube don't give you that kind of money. And somebody ill-advised her ass, because if she was really getting real attorneys, they would have told her to shut the fuck up. That would have been their number one thing. Shut the fuck up. They sure wouldn't tell you to go and make 1,000,000 YouTube videos. You not that bad. I can't stand Tasha K. She ain't my cup of tea. I only tuned into her at all because of the T.S. Madison and Kaya blowout. Otherwise, I ain't. I didn't watch no Tasha K. I'm not into celebrities like that. I'm a goddamn celebrity. Fuck what you heard. Um, I ain't never been like that. Ooh, 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 celebrity. I can't wait to hear what celebrities got to say, because my life too motherfucking real. In my real life, I'm thinking of all them damn homeless kids. Kids, you need to see the homeless that's in my neighborhood. You would never know it. They got their little expensive goddamn bike, book bag, goddamn computer, and no place to live. Trying to stay in school. Or had to drop out of school because they ain't got no place to live. And they sitting up in the bougie ass grocery store or the coffee shop playing it off. You ain't gonna never know or tell just by looking. Sure ain't gonna be by me. Cause if I be a millionaire, you best believe I'm still shopping in motherfucking Dollar Tree. Yeah, okay. Fuck what you heard. And I would never buy no material bullshit. My money would go into land. That's what I would be addicted to. I couldn't get enough. I must have a bunch of that. Hope to have a mass of it before I leave this earth. I'm not lured by shiny things. I could give a rat's ass about a goddamn bag or a motherfucking gym shoe. I wish Kwame, the complaint I got, the real one, if we really gonna keep it real, Kwame should put that same energy in giving them kids a goddamn computer or internet access. Not just gym shoes. You want the kids to code. Well, guess what? They need a computer for that, Kwame. I'd love to see you give out computers so they could code. See, that was my plan for my video today until I came across that bullshit of seeing a grown-ass woman drag kids. So I was going to show you my coding efforts, Cromie. I bought the 3-year-old a mouse. She gonna learn that motherfucking mouse. She ain't just touchscreen. The only thing messing her up is her own patience. But she studies and watches. And that little mama is catching on. So she's finna get coding right here, Kwame. I wouldn't dare put no motherfucking expensive ass gym shoes on her ass. Not, and she's 3. No, the hell I would not do that on no day. But yeah, I went and spent some money on a coding game. See, code and go. Robot mouse. 4 plus. I think she's quite capable. But she still got a little bit of ICPS training she need to go through with her nana. Something that was instilled in her dada and her uncle and auntie. And they thank me for that now. Critical thinking is another important skill to have. It don't matter how long your lashes are, how much you pay for your hair, how many inches you got. If you can't critically think, that's a problem. So coding, boys and girls, Kwame, begins with critical thinking. You're going to see the word critical thinking on all the games I give my kids. Because critical thinking is learning how to solve problems. You got to ask yourself, why? Why would a grown-ass woman get on live video and drag a kid? That same woman is weaponizing her kid. And that can be used against her. You using the fact that that person, another content creator, dragged your kid, and you engage in the same behavior to show how more vulgar and ratchet you are than her about dragging her kids, And meanwhile, what did her kids do to you? You don't know how much sense those kids got. You don't know them. You just know what you see. You don't know them. You think you know. You really don't. You think you do. You really don't. Because if you really knew, you wouldn't engage in that behavior. If you really knew what the law really says about that. And I challenge you to have your kids, the one that can read circles around other kids. I dare you to challenge your kid to read what the law says about harassing children. It's called cyberbullying. It's a serious offense. They do take it seriously. The wheels of justice turn slow, but they turn. Bitch. That bus company, the incident occurred last year. I'm just now getting a response, and now I have made it a perfected complaint. It was an unperfected complaint because it did not have my real, authentic signature in front of a notary, making that a true statement that I'm testifying to. Okay. There's other ways to solve your problem, but to get on here as a content creator using curse word every other sentence, because on no days have bitch ever become a term of endearment. When you say it and you repeatedly say, you say it with the vulgar intent that it has. I had to turn it off because how many times the word bitch came out, I couldn't take it. Bitch. Mm-mm. That ain't how we rock around here. We don't call each other out our names. That's how I was ready. You don't get to do that. Whether it's bitch, or four-eyed, or fat, or frog face, it wasn't allowed. My mother would pinch my lips. You'd be so humiliated by them pinched lips, you wouldn't dare let it come back out. I hated when she did that. She'd pinch your damn lips. You say some crazy stuff come out your mouth. Shouldn't be coming out your mouth. Matter of fact, you said you got to go to bed, but you said I'm spot on. I appreciate that, because sometimes I think my time and energy be wasted. I got such limited time and energy. I just don't understand the people who waste this precious, important, very vital tool of communication with the bullshit. It's still countries don't have the privilege of the internet to be streaming live, doing anything. We got to do better. We need to use the technology for the uplifting and empowerment. That's what I plan to do. Spend the rest of my life doing. So, those of you who can't stay up with me, that's fine. I just had to get that across my chest, and I still ask, why? I would like for you to leave a comment. Why do you think a grown-ass woman get up on here for entertainment and drag kids? Why? Why am I putting a breaking down now? I guess it's time. That must mean it's time for me to move on to bigger and better things. I think I'm actually get a laser printer. But yeah, another reason why I'm doing this live in the middle of the wee hours of the night, because I got to get up early and chase energy assistance, because despite the fact that I'm sitting on $8,000 worth of panels that can take me completely off the damn electric bill, I still got a $400 electric bill hanging over my head with a $900 income. Okay? Ain't no joke about that. And so, I'm up here trying to survive. I got an appointment I have to keep tomorrow so I can get assistance because I can't handle that big. Not unless I get gainful employment. And right now, the only thing keeping me out the most gainful employment that I want to be in is that I'm not passing these goddamn standardized tests. That's another source of my frustration. When I do spend money and I don't want to be in debt when I get through with my education, and I spend it on education, and I fuck up because I fuck up tests, it's frustrating. I didn't flunk the class. I wasn't barely passing my solar classes or the electric class. I did well. I just can't understand why I can't do standardized tests. I keep fucking them up. Anyway, I'm going to do my haul. My little Lele, we calling her Lele the boxer. Because she's the only one that don't have a name. And that's the name we gave her. Yeah, our little Lele got the same color hair. And she like to fight. So she said, you want to fight? You want to fight? So I bought an extra one. And I'm hiding it. That's another reason why I'm doing this in the wee hours. If she was here, she would be popping up, wondering why I'm up on the video talking. So I'm glad my son took off my hands today. That's another reason why I'm taking advantage of this hour. I also bought my granddaughter, the older one, a coding game that we could play as a family. As I got a 13-year-old, I want to get them on a head start to the STEM industries, to be engineers. That's what they Nana trying to do, become an engineer. And y'all should see my table. My little 3-year-old drew crayons all over it. I'm glad it's not one that was expensive because I'd be crying. So I got her something she can color on and erase over and over and over. And my grandson who just came back, we had the last couple of days hectic getting him registered in school. I got him a solar panel RC car project, which he left the instructions outside and was determined to build it without the instructions. But that's a solar panel, guys. And we are hoping that it will work because he loves remote control cars. And my family members, they keep on leaving the TV on because they like to sleep to television. I bought, ooh, y'all hear that thunder? Child, that's another thing kept me up. It was thunder and lightning. I got a switch I'm putting in my walls that cuts everything off on a timer. You just plug it in the wall and push the time you want it to turn off. So folks that gotta have a TV till they sleep, this will turn it off when I'm long asleep. Long gone asleep. And I can't wait to get in the pool. I got my YMCA membership back going. So yeah, this video veered off into my real life. So I'm doing an unboxing and haul. I'm just not opening it on camera. because I hate wasting camera time like that. But the last thing I want to mention, my haul, is that I believe in all my videos empowering people. I'm glad when anybody show up. Here is a public service announcement. You can get the spearmint leaf like this and make the tea that my family loves. It's a hit. You can get both the spearmint. I got a couple of bags. And you can get moringa using the EBT on Amazon. I was so happy to see you get this much moringa, because I cannot grow moringa. I tried to grow moringa. I thought it was a carrot. When I seen the root plant of it, I brought it in the house and put it in a jar to see if it would grow, and it did keep growing. Oh yeah, and my son, I bought him some pistachios. That's a surprise. You don't even know I got that. Anyway, that was my little haul. So Kwame, if I got anything to say to him, I like most of what he say. He is a little bit messy. He gonna lose me if he stay in the mess. Though, I hope he move on to coding for real, because I'm ready to rock and roll with that. I'm trying to get all my posterity in some kind of coding knowledge, because it's critical thinking. It's a very important skill to have, over and above job skills. But you need 3 trades. When you got 3 trades under your belt, you can say fuck you to the world. So far, well, I got 3 trades. I picked up 2 at Job Corps, which is still a good program. Young homies out there, if you in a situation where you in a foster home you want to get out of, and you're the age of 17 and older, it used to be 16, they raised the age, and the limit is 25, 17 to 25. Job Corps is still a good program and a good option for a person who's facing homelessness. You can go to Job Corps, get a free trade. That's where I got my first trade, which was accounting and typing. Those are both trades. My aunt suggested typing. She said, well, we have typing, you'll always get a job. Worked for me. And it did work for me. That's what opened the door to computers. Never thought I was going to be no type of computer nerd, but I am the nerdiest of them. And I want to add another trade, which is engineering with solar. I'm about to embark on my first solar project. I have been blessed with 12 solar panels. Another donor gave me the inverter. And if you don't know anything about solar, the 3 main components of a solar system is the solar panels, your inverter, and whether you can connect it to a battery or to the electric company, which they call the grid. Inverters for that much power, the 12 solar panels I got run $1,000 and up. I was blessed to be donated 2 of them without even asking for it. So you never know where your blessings gonna come from. But my reality though, my license can still get cut off, because I just don't got the money for the light bill. Is that crazy? None of this stuff I bought would cover that light bill. I think the toys and stuff, that's about $50. My light bill is $437, and I just don't understand why. With all the ways in which I do monitor my energy use. Got timers on shit. Okay. My bill still be high. It's partly because it's a municipal owned utility. We don't have an option. We can't go to ComEd if we don't like city water, light, and power. But anyway, I just wanted to get that madness off my chest. I gotta hurry up and finish picking my fresh herbs. I'm trying to drop in water where I don't need to be spilling it. So, I think that's my cue to go. But, yeah, leave a comment. No dragging kids. Do you agree with that or not? Do you make yourself look like a fool? Do you think it's legal or not? Would you like to have a Thinking Thursday and we read the law and see what the law really has to say about kids and dragging? Harassment, I would like to have that kind of session. What's today? I done lost track of the days because I've been up all night. It's Thursday, Thinking Thursday, just in time. Just in time for Thinking Thursday. I would like to have a Thinking Thursday to critically think about, do you think it's a good thing or not a good thing to be online publicly harassing and degrading and shaming a child? Yes or no? Why or why not? Those are all ICPS words that I learned through a game called ICPS, which is short for I Can Problem Solve. I was giving a book away every month. Anybody who leaves a comment and once the book is still, the offer still stands, you will get a book automatically. It's an easy read for yourself. It's easy to introduce the games into your kid's life. And I swear to God, I had 3 little sessions of my little 3-year-old actively engaging in the Y game at 3 and not really know it. She don't really know she's doing it, but I just do the Y game with her and she catches on and tells you all about why she's mad and why she's doing something because, and she says it very clearly, and that's a good problem solving skill to have, to be able to express why you do something, but sometimes you can't express that, and so you can always get out of being forced to express one way or another with I don't know. I don't know why so many people are so scared to say I don't know. I think people who think they have to say, because yeah, I think that, because I was one of them, but not no more. I'm glad I stopped being that way. But I think some people answer questions even though they don't know it, because they rather not look stupid, not knowing it, but it don't make you look stupid. It make you smarter to say I don't know. Because sometimes we do some dumb stuff that we don't really actually know why we're doing. Facts. Facts. So y'all, thanks for staying up, taking the time. I ain't gonna make it no longer. Only thing I hate that I can't do the multiple platforms. That's the only thing I miss about StreamYard. But now that I did this video and got that off my chest, I'm gonna go ahead and get some rest so my family can quit trying to figure out why I got this stuff in the middle of the kitchen floors. Because I just wanted to do this video without y'all bouncing around, without nobody butting in and giving me their true opinion, saying something they don't want to say in front of the world, or do something they don't want to do in front of the world. So now I'm just going to get up out of here. I thank you. Thank you for the one in the bush. Show me some love. Tell me why or why not. Do you think it's a good thing or not a good thing to be on here, a whole grown-ass person dragging a kid? Would you like to see what the law says about that? That's a good one to research. That's worth looking up. That's worth reading. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna get about this video because eyes tired and my butt is hurting. It's hurting underneath and I got some stuff to hide. And we gonna sit down and do this together. We gonna get some coding going on around here in these pots. Because we be taking care of true business. It's true business or no business. This is the work you don't see. Okay? Support our clothing line. Peace and love. So I'll see you again in the next video. And that's what I miss about StreamYard. I need an outro.